just like movies.
Shows I would hate to live in. Alright, let's talk about it real quick. Shows I would hate to live in. Now, I already know it's probably gonna throw in Stranger Things. I haven't watched Stranger Things. Alright, and I was always against you Stranger Things ass niggas, but I'm low-key slowly might get into it. I don't know. The way I'm feeling. I don't know, bro. The way I'm feeling, I might slowly get into it. Very slowly. We gonna see after this Christmas holiday. Shows I would hate to live in. Attack on Titan #1 for sure. Because, nigga, first and foremost, if I'm a civilian, my nigga, and I see some random ass Titans hitting a fucking rumbling and I'm about to get crushed, like, there's no way for me to get out of that situation. Even if I was a nigga that was, I forgot what they called them niggas. The niggas that did this and shit. I forgot the name of them. But even if I was part of the squad, my nigga, yeah, I'm still fucked. Regardless. Actually, I ain't gonna say I'm fucked. It depends. But if I'm a regular civilian, I'm fucked. You know what I'm saying? Attack on Titan #1 for surely. #2, regular show for surely. Regular show. I hate to live in a regular show. Fuck no. I would not live in a regular show. Nigga, I could be chilling outside playing basketball or just doing anything. Just looking at just standing outside enjoying nature. The next thing you know, just a random meteor comes crashing down. The next thing you know, I gotta fight some crazy ass cows or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Nah, fuck that. And all the other, crazy shits. Dragon Ball Z. If I get blown up, if the Earth gets blown up, I'm dead. It's just nothing I can do. I gotta sit there and wait to get wished back. That's ass. Certain shows I dead ass would just not live in. Facts. Welcome to Derry. If he's actually about to play it, I feel like I can survive in Derry. For surely. I can survive in Derry, bro. The Big P, seal him up for 27 years. We're good. We're good, bro. Facts. Seal the nigga up for 27. We're good. Bro.
Growing up, just like
by the time I'm 27, by 27 years past, man, nigga, you think I'm still being in Derry? You think I'm raising a family in Derry, nigga? No. If I knew that's the fuck's going on, no. I know you forget your memories and shit once you leave Derry, but it's like, shit, I'd rather do that than fuck around and wait for another 27 years. And next, I gotta give my kids knowledge on how to destroy this nigga. Hell no. And they might not even do it.
I always wanted to be on TV. And again, not like on TV, more like in the show. But now that I've wised up, I realize I don't want to be in any of these shows. These shows would be terrible to live in. That's what we're going over today. Today, ladies and gentlemen, I'll be going over some shows I'd absolutely hate to live in. And don't worry, I know everyone doesn't watch every show, so I'll try and tell you everything you need to know before I explain why I'd hate living in them, alright? And in the end, I'll go over one of the shows that I would not only hate to live in the most, but also a show I've been meaning to talk about for a minute.
Now listen. I don't know what this big ass monster is right here. No spoiling me though. Because I actually might end up watching this shit eventually. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I don't know. I can't even get no input on it because I don't know what to do. I don't know who it kills. I don't know what powers it has. I can't give no input. But based off looks, don't put me front line against that nigga. If that's who they gotta fight. Don't put me front line against that nigga. Please do not.
And without further ado,
please do not put me front line, bro. Chainsaw Man, I didn't watch that anime.
Chainsaw Man gotta be one of the worst shows to live in. And I'm saying this as someone who loves this series. Like, I really do love it, bro.
I haven't watched the anime.
It made me cry. But please,
they did drop a movie
keep
first,
me away from the show. Before I even talk about it, let me give you the rundown like I said. If you've never seen it, Chainsaw Man's is an anime where we follow this teenager named Denji, who after getting murked by some Yakuza members, comes back to life with the ability to release chainsaws from his body and becomes a devil hunter. And you see, that's where the problem lies in this show. Not the chainsaws coming out the body thing. Oh, that probably would hurt though. But the devils. The world in this show is
the whole world full of devils.
These things are the worst. The devils in this show are pretty much human-hating, human-eating monsters that come from fear. Human fears. Each one of them being a different concept. Concept? What do I mean? Well, let's take for example something I'm scared of. Dolls. I don't rock with them, and neither do a lot of people on Earth. I ain't alone. And in the Chainsaw Man world, this fear we have for them would be enough to create a doll devil, but only one. You following? So now imagine that whole process I just said, but for like every single thing ever. I mean it too, everything. A car devil, a doctor devil, an awkward silence devil. Anything could be a devil as long as people are scared of it. But that's not even all of it, because since the devils in this world come from fear, it only...
Okay. So anything you possibly scared of is possibly a devil. Is it guaranteed a devil or is it just possibly a devil? Possibly.
It makes sense that the strongest ones are not only the most feared, but They can gain or lose strength depending on what's going on in the world. New Conjuring film drops, Ghost Devil gets stronger. Inflation goes up, unemployment double gets stronger. Ceasefire happens, Israel double gets weaker. Message! It's such a cool power system, but like, I'm admiring it from a distance. I don't want to live there. So it would be terrifying. You don't know when they could randomly strike. Imagine you just sitting at the crib one day, in the living room, minding your business.
What would that devil be?
Oh, wow. It's a really nice day outside. The gun devil just sneezed and blasted away your crib in 5 cities. And they don't even gotta be to that scale. Even if you get rolled upon by a barely scary devil, you'd probably get packed. You're human. And in that situation, dying wouldn't even be the worst part. It's the aftermath. It would be embarrassing. Imagine my homies come to my funeral asking what killed me. Did they say what got him?
How did they even become that? Did they spawn devils, or do you become into a devil? Like, what happened?
There's hella lactose intolerant people. It probably could. And that's not even me mentioning devil contracts. I'm not even gonna get into that. Like I said, I love this show, but Chainsaw Man is horrible to live in. But I'd rather live in Chainsaw Man than to live in... Digital. Some of y'all may know this show, some of y'all may not, but the ones that do know. For as vibrant and as colorful as this show may seem, it has a dark undertone. Like, this show is prison. This show is an indie animated show where we follow this group of people who are trapped in a video game, the Amazing Digital Circus. They put on these headsets one day and were transported into the game, and now they're stuck. So it's kind of like Sword Art Online, minus weird brother and sister stuff. And I think the reason for this one is pretty straightforward. Why would I ever want to be in this situation? Why? If I'm in here, I'd literally be trapped. Trapped as a goofy looking video game character, which, by the way, can one of y'all draw me as one? I want to see what y'all think I'd look like. With no memory of my name and forced to go on daily adventures by this lunatic AI that's running the circus. This junk is horrible. And that's not even all of it, because if, or should I say when, I eventually lose my mind in this world, I'll abstract, which is pretty much the equivalent of death. You become a giant digital monster and they pretty much toss you in the basement.
Because I do want to, I do want to get into the series.
That's just episode 1.
I might have to skip
you combine that with the stuff we learned in the latest episode, man.
I might have to skip his
This place is purgatory. Just because. Only bright side about this place is the people you're stuck with are pretty chill. Like hanging out with King or Zubo would be dope. And there might be a way to get out. I know after the latest episode, it's not looking like it, but I still believe. Unless it's like that one Black Mirror episode where instead of being a real person trapped, you're actually a copy of someone real, but just in the game. That'd be messed up.
Welcome to Derry.
So I just finished watching this show, and let me tell you something.
Now listen here, family. I'm gonna tell y'all this right now. I'm gonna tell y'all this right now. All right, Big P. All right, listen. I know I said some crazy shit in the past. I did a lot of tier lists where I said I would whoop your ass. I did a lot of tier lists saying I'll whoop your ass. But now that I know how I can really put you away, now I'm really whooping your ass. That's the difference, motherfucker. Alright? Now, I know all the genjutsus you could possibly put me in. I ain't like, he put me in that Mars genjutsu with the eyes and shit. The eyes grew out and now I gotta cut my eye out. Yeah, no. I'm fucked. Fuck no. I'm fucked. He got me. I ain't gonna lie. You can do whatever at that point, gang. You put me in that specific one. But, anything else, I feel like I could possibly get out of. I ain't gonna lie. Dead ass. I feel like I could possibly get out of. Facts. I don't even think Will got put in no crazy ass genjutsu. To be honest. He just ended up... Nah, I forgot what happened with that nigga. To be honest. But... Nigga, whatever genjutsu they decide to put me in, bro. And if I find that tribe lady, and she tells me that I gotta... get those certain sorcery daggers and stones and shit to put him away for 27 years and he sleeps throughout the day. Why are we trying our hardest throughout the day to find those daggers and stones? Why would I let the military burn those daggers and stones? Like, they were just retarded for that. They were dumb. They were just stupid.
I'm not stepping a foot.
They wanted to basically destroy Derry from that.
In Chainsaw Man, you couldn't get a follow group of me and Derry. Before I even get into it, if you don't know, this show in simple terms is a prequel to the movie It. You know, killer clown named Pennywise, likes to eat kids, but just based in the 1960s, where we learn a little more about him and, you know, see what this goes up to before the 80s. And the special thing about this show is, this is the first show on the list to have multiple reasons why I would never ever want to live there. First of them obviously being this dude Pennywise. A lot of y'all may know I've spoken about this guy on my channel before, saying how I'd beat the white off his skin and bully him to death. But y'all, I don't know what happened in those 20-something years between this show and the movie, but
he became old and washed in it. I ain't gonna lie, that nigga is old and washed in it, gang. Deadass, he's old and washed. This shit, that nigga, welcome to Derry. I ain't gonna lie. He moving like he goddamn 08 Hardy, gang. Like, that nigga moving in his prime, bro. Facts. He's moving in his prime, for real. Like, he fresh to it or some shit. I don't know, bro. But, still, regardless of the fact, regardless of which, nigga, okay. I just gotta figure out what I gotta do. As long as I figure out what I gotta do, and those tribe people tell me what I gotta do, those Indian tribe people tell me what I gotta do, and what I gotta get to destroy this nigga and defeat this nigga, I'm moving with them the whole time, because I know what they know what they gotta do. First and foremost, I'm moving with them. And yeah, let's work.
But this dude in the show is way more terrifying than in the movie. Like, I'm not even exaggerating. I don't know what happened, but this dude glued down those 27 years. He's washed. The difference is insane. Like, in the movie, yeah, he'll do some scary stuff, like transform into a creepy painted lady or a giant lumberjack statue. But in the show, this guy will shapeshift into your deceased mother and make her give birth to you again. Oh, what the? I see what I mean. This dude in the show is different. Stuff got so scared for the kids in this show that these kids started popping pills to avoid being scared of Pennywise. Like, this is ridiculous.
Three of them hoes too.
Point is, if you live in Derry and this dude got an eye on you, just hang it up. Because it ain't even up to you. You gotta just pray.
And the daughter there too, and she dressing up like the nigga, and like watching niggas go home and shit. I ain't gonna lie, like, come on, bruh. They doing too damn much, bruh. I ain't gonna lie, they doing too damn much. But me personally, bruh, this Pennywise definitely would be harder to beat than the It Pennywise, like the movie Pennywise. But if I figure out that dagger shit in that dagger situation, my nigga, why, bro, I'm going fresh in the morning, 8 a.m., 7 a.m., fresh in the morning. He doesn't come out till night, right?
This dude thinks he won't taste good, or he's just not hungry today.
But I think when you dig up the daggers or something like that, right? Or they get released or whatever the hell they did with him, nigga, he gets awakened or something.
And that's another thing that's bad about this. Since you a kid, even if you go and tell people you seen this dude, they not gonna believe.
They not believing you.
You a kid, and it's the 60s. Even if you tell your parents, they ain't gonna care. These is Cold War times, baby. World War III can happen any second. Ain't got time to be worrying about your kids. But that ain't even the worst about Derry. Because even if you don't run into Penny, like I just said, let's not forget, this show is based in the 1960s. Which, in my opinion, might be even worse than dealing with Pennywise. Because aside from the fact that there wasn't much...
the black spot. That shit was bad, nigga. If I'm posted up at the black spot during all of that shit, yeah, I'm dead. I can admit, I'm dead. I'm fucked. I'm dead as fucked. I'm fucked, bro. If I'm posted up in the black spot when them niggas attack that shit like that, yeah, I'm dead fucked. And I heard Will died to another black spot fire later on in the future. They caught Will lacking twice. He just made it out the first time. Hey, shout out Halloran. Shout out Halloran for getting him out. R.P. Rich, though. But they killed that nigga off from a black spot fire. This nigga got caught twice. Me personally, after that first one, I don't even think I can go back to a black spot. Dead ass. Not during those times. No, I'm sorry. They were crazy over it. They was trying to get Hank out any possible way they could.
To do in the 60s besides, like, I don't know, smoke cigarettes indoors. Let's remember, these times were not the safest for colored folk. And this show showed that very clearly. Like, I already knew how bad the racism was back then from what I learned in U.S. history. But seeing it on the screen, bro, these motherfuckers was really racist. Like, shockingly racist. I don't want to dive into it too much, but if you want to know how bad it is, there's a scene in the show where this one guy gets wrongfully accused of murking 3 kids. And when he's given an opportunity to clear his name by just saying where he was the night of the incident, he refuses. Yeah, he refuses in fear of
because the nigga was dating. Well, I ain't gonna say dating. He was having affairs with a white woman. And having affairs as a black man with a white woman in the 60s. When do you think the first light-skinned kid was born? I ain't gonna lie, bro. Y'all think, like, when do you think the first light-skinned nigga was born, bro? There's no possible way, because the niggas was moving like this for you being a black man having affairs with a white woman in the 60s. Niggas were destroying an entire barn full of black niggas, or having an entire black spot wherever niggas just chilled at and hung out at full of black niggas over that. And he didn't even do nothing crazy to her, he just had an affair. The first light-skinned nigga couldn't have been born until like the 90s, gang. I'm not buying it. Or like not in the 90s, the 80s. The 80s, gang. late 70s, 80s, some shit like that, bro. Genuinely, bro. And whoever that was, y'all two probably made history. Whoever made the first light-skinned nigga, y'all two probably just made history.
Getting into more
It had to be, obviously, after the Martin Luther King days, though.
trouble,
Sure.
which just had me thinking, damn, what could this guy have been doing that could get you into more trouble than triple homicide? You wanna know what he was doing? Hanging out with a white woman. That's all he was doing. Well, a little more than just hanging out. They got a little more buddy-buddy than that. And she was married. But still, that probably has some of y'all thinking, why wouldn't he just say that? An affair is clearly not worse than murking 3 children, right? And you're right. That would definitely not get you in trouble.
They murked the whole. They tried murking the whole 60s, community.
If the wrong group of white men
they put up like the
their
purge.
abusive buddy's wife had relations with a black man, they grabbing a phone book, grabbing a rope, grabbing their robe. And then after that,
Molotovs.
They ride at dawn. Yeah, this junk used to be a death sentence. Do you know how ridiculous that is? Like, killing someone because your wife wants them is already stupid enough. But doing it off the basis of race is just even more stupid. Because does that mean if it was a white dude sleeping with his wife, he would have just been cool with it? Ah, go ahead, honey. F him all you want. Yeah, keep me out of dairy. This place is the worst, bro. The crazy part is there's even more messed up racist stuff that happens later in the show, but I don't want to spoil. So when you combo that with freaking Pennywise, yeah, this is going to be horrible. I'm still whooping the movie version of him though, don't get it twisted. But the show version, if he had my friend hostage like he had that one dude in the first movie and I told him to give him back and he told me no, yeah, keep him, bro. I'll make new friends.
Hey, bro, you know what? Go ahead, do what you gotta damn do,
talk
bro.
About for a minute.
See, I don't know if I can cover this, man. You feel me? I don't know. Is he? Damn, 8 minutes? He going on an 8-minute rant about it? Damn. That's the whole video, son. I thought he was going to throw in a little bit more here. Then give it like 3 minutes max, 4 or 5 minutes max. Nah. 8-minute rant. And I haven't even got into it yet, and I'm trying to get into it. Let's see.
No need to introduce this one. Everyone knows this show.
Okay, wait, motherfucker. Wait, you gotta slow your roll, nigga. Wait, Derek. See, that's not what the hell we gonna damn do. Alright, I just said I gotta get into it now. Alright? I just said I gotta damn get into it. Slow your damn roll, son.
Your things. Now look, I really like this show, but as much as I like it and as much as it's been beloved for years, and I mean years, this chunk has been out since I was an 8th grader. You know how insane that is? I went from being pretty much the same age as these kids to now I'm freaking 6 years older than them. That's crazy. As much as I like it, if I had a choice, I'm not living in Hawthorne.
I just gotta know a little something.
I'm not. From season 1 through season 5, this place has been the epicenter of so many problems, it's not even funny. Season 1, you got a Demogorgon, which is pretty much a monster running around trying to eat you. Season 2, you don't have a Demogorgon.
That's where that shit from, huh? That's where that shit really from, bro. You know, I thought it was from like a video game the whole time. See, that's how you know I'm really not tapped in. I thought this shit was dead ass from a video game the whole time.
But you got demo dogs trying to eat you. Season 3, you got the Mind Flayer, town folk possessed by the Mind Flayer, and Russians after you. Season 4, you got Vecna, who's pretty much the one running the whole operation, going after you. And then season 5 is just season 4.
I ain't gonna lie, by the time I even get to these seasons, I'm gonna forget everything he just said. Dead ass. I don't know who the fuck a Vecna is.
25% cornier. This is horrible. And the main cast is the ones that had to deal with all of it. And I'm gonna be honest, if I'm in their shoes, I don't think I'm making it. Not as a main character. Whether it be death or me running away, I wouldn't last long. Man.
See. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Moments like this, bro, sometimes y'all just gotta give it the hell up, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes you might just gotta leave it to a whole another group and a whole nother, like what they said at the Welcome Madera. Listen, that's gonna be somebody else's fight, not mine, nigga. That's not gonna be my fight. I don't give no fucks. I'm sorry. Listen, eventually it comes to a certain time and point and be like, listen, we did all of this, we did this. It's time for somebody to help us out. Somebody gotta help us out. Like, I know we did this, that, and the third, but come on, we can't keep doing all of this, bro.
In fact, we
can't be the main niggas doing this the entire time. So that's where we gotta have a G League squad. That's where we gotta hire a G League. You know? The G League will come in. We show them the ropes. We send them out there to the field. Okay, if they get blown up, destroyed, eaten, whatever the fuck happens to them out there in whatever specific season. Then we may come out. Then we may come over there. But until then, yeah, nah. Y'all can keep me out them shenanigans. Fuck all that.
Go down every
I don't give a fuck what the fuck is out there.
season, and I'll tell you every moment I would have called it if I even made it there. Season 1.
Okay, see, I can't. Okay, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I can't really go too deep in. I ain't gonna lie. I feel like he not gonna spoil shit, but he gonna talk about certain shit where he gotta do certain shit in certain situations, and I don't even know the certain situation. So in that certain situation, how the fuck am I even gonna get my input? Because I don't know what the fuck is going on in that certain situation. You know, I feel like this is something we're gonna have to just save off for later. We're gonna have to save this off for later, bro. Good video, Derek. Great video, but I'm just playing it by ear.
Bye, have a great time.